and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got Dixie, living the dream. We have got Quattro somewhere. Quattro is my fawn, Frenchie. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you had a great week when you're watching this video. I think it's Sunday. Happy Easter! It's Easter Sunday. Can we put a face to the name? No. Come on, lad. Not yet. Not yet? Not yet. Do you hear that? Not yet. We have got him doing some tricks before. We'll show you in a minute. Scotty G's in filming me again today. So, can you... Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. You always play up on camera, Quattro. Quattro. Yeah, you... Yeah, lad. There's nothing in there. Look at that wonk he has. Okay, so before we go any further, you will notice I'm wearing one of the new spring style OWNA hoodies. They're a tiny little bit thinner, but they're so sick. So chilled for this time of year. Nice big baggy hood, pretty sick, stripy vibes, and... Woo!
That is purple. Lilac.
What are your thoughts, lad?
That's nice, that.
Pretty sick.
Yeah, man.
So anyways, also, we've got a new t-shirt online. Go and check that out. Link is in the description. You get a free snapback cap with every single OWNA order. Go and check that out. Thanks for the support. It's crazy. It allows me to do all this crazy behaviour. All this crazy stuff like this garage, my bikes, everything. It's so sick. Thanks for the support. I'm hyped. It's a new day. What are we doing today, Scott? Do you want to tell them?
All this back wall.
Insulating, boarding, all that stuff.
All that.
Rock wall.
Go in there.
So basically we've got some of this stuff. I used a little bit more than I thought I was going to use in the ceiling. Me and Scott did these strips on the ceiling last week. I was supposed to caulk them and paint them and do the whole thing before today's video was happening, which was about 3 days ago. But I've had a bit of a crazy one. I've sold all my bikes with suspension on and I've bought a new mountain bike that does it all. I'm not even ready to get into it yet, but basically I've bought a sick mountain bike. I have in fact hidden it from you today to reveal it this week. As you'll see, I only have my jump bike, my trials bike and my BMX, and I've bought one mountain bike. I do have that, but this isn't mine, this is Dave's. You like this, don't you?
It's just because you said you got that and then it was just in the corner shop.
At least you think like the viewers. It's good to have you here. It saves me getting in trouble. So anyways, basically, 2 of me mountain bikes were size smalls. What are you doing? Oh, blind strike! Blind strike! So, I haven't been riding that much and I haven't been getting out riding that much. You know that because there's not as much riding as there should be on this channel. Now, one of the reasons was I love the Kenevo, I love the e-bike. I do already miss the e-bike, but I had a lot of cash sat in that bike, a lot. I got an opportunity, I could not refuse to sell the bike. Pretty much the other 2 bikes were size smalls, and I think that was unmotivating me as well. Even though I love the size smalls, I wanted to jump, kick them out, do 360s, whip them out and all that stuff. And I think it was unmotivating me to get out to the trail centres on something nice and comfy and long. So I've changed my bike. I know I drive you mad with me change on the channel, but I've changed my bike. So I've got a new bike. I'll be revealing it this week. This clip will probably never even make the video, so let's not waste any more time on it. They see me rolling. They hate it. Don't ever forget to put jam, you know. Item debut on the channel. Here it is. Yo, watch me shut a lot. Sick that. This right here on the floor is a bolt off my brand new mountain bike, which you haven't seen yet, which is going to come to the channel in the next couple of days, but for now, it's not for now. Scott coming in with the foot jam hype. Yo, yes lad! Hey, we could actually sack the whole of today off and just have a game of bike in the garage.
I've not rode in over 6 months. I'm surprised I can even do anything.
Yes, G.
Is that drop on the back end for me.
What are your honest thoughts how a trials bike feels? Have you ever ridden a street trials before today? Well, the other day.
No.
Weird, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're alright though, aren't they?
Something I'd have to get used to.
They do feel quite BMXy though, don't they?
That one does.
Yeah. It's mad. Quick, get us doing a nose pick. Okay, so I've got my respirator for the small particles. I'm probably going to ditch the Frenchies, put them in the house, because this is quite... They say Rockwool's not actually that bad for the lungs. It's just that makes you itchy on your hands and so on. Basically, I've got a spare mask. Do you want it, lad?
Give it here.
Nice.
Right.
Nice. So I'm going to get rid of the Frenchies. We're going to open the first Rockwool. And I'm going to drop my mask, my gloves, and we're going to fill from here onwards to there, a little bit round, and then we'll probably just see where we're at. But the reason why I want to fill from the side here is so that I can actually permanently fix this desk in. Bread knife. People say use a bread knife. They're apparently amazing for insulation. Me and the misso did the roof, insulated the full roof. In all fairness, I want to actually say shout out to my missus. She actually has done all the joists with me on the roof. Let me put my light through. All the insulation, all the joists. She's done so much with this garage build with me. And basically, it's going to be a pretty straightforward day, I'm hoping. I'm going to be putting the cavity slabs in the wall, cutting them down to size here. Then I'm going to be putting... Let me try and find a short one. Then, once it's insulated today, I'm hoping I can do some cladding on the walls using the floorboards from the old garage. They're pretty dirty on the where they were on the floor, but I'll just flip them round the other way today. So they'll be brand new, like that. And then I've got to drill these wires through, like so, for my sockets. It's going to be a good day. I'm going to get started right now. So, first thing I'm going to do, some people messaged me and said, you should use a tape measure with this stuff rather than iron it up. But personally, I kind of feel as if like, you kind of get a bit of a tighter fit with it. So as you can see like that, you just kind of eye it up. Oh hell no! Like that, but I've got to cut this section out. Do you reckon it feels pretty insulated in here already?
Yeah, but it's going to be toasty here in winter.
Toasty in the winter. You ready for it, aren't you? You ready for it, aren't you, Scotty G? What type of...
Summer will be fine, because you'll have the shutter up.
Yeah, it is true.
But winter
will be
when it comes to
toasty.
say, more bike stuff, more car stuff.
Yeah.
You won't need...
I'm excited though.
You won't need heaters as such.
So Scott's filming my videos for me, which is pretty sick. And Scott's a bit like me, like he's in and out of different types of bikes. So in the last like how many different types of bikes would you say you've had in like a year? Good few.
Yeah.
Had the Enduro. What you had? You had dirt jump. That green, let's show them. Loads of people ask me
There's
about
been
this.
2 different jump bikes, three Enduros, and about 6 different BMXs.
This frame, so many people ask me about. This was Scott's frame, and Scott sold me it for about 60 quid or something. Yeah. Which is so cheap, innit? Yeah. So basically, maybe in the future we'll put you a bike together out of this or something, and get out that session. Could be pretty sick. But basically, be pretty sick, wouldn't it? But what type of bike are you thinking of building at the moment, lad?
Well, I've got my BMX on the way, which isn't the kind of BMX you'd ride.
Yeah, like a street bike.
Yeah, full-on street setup. But I want to build a park and dirt setup.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
There's a DJ I want to build, and I want another Enduro.
Deep pockets, lad.
Deep pockets.
Deep pockets.
My bank account is currently screaming at the thought already.
Your bank card is currently sliding under your door hinge. So, I've cut the first one to size. I've got my mask on. I hope you can hear me. I think you can. Basically, what I'm going to do, I'm going to run the wire in at the front like this. Oh, the first slab is in. It's going to be a long day, innit?
Yeah, man.
It's going to be a long day. Okay, so got that like that. I'm going to put it in. This time I'm going to do it a different way. I'm going to put it in, push it down. The DIY bits have been going off, you know.
Something different though, isn't it?
Yeah, man. Ah, what a result. Say what? So basically, that's what I'm going for. I hate wearing that. It's so stressful. So that's what I'm going for. So I'll get this corner done here, and then we'll come back when we've done all 3 of them little sections, see where we're at. Stay tuned. Nicely done. So, starting to feel weird now, it's insulated in the corner. Basically, I've done all of this side, I've done all of this side, and I reckon I'm going to need more rock wool, definitely. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 and a bit bags left. So, basically the plan is just to insulate it all and get it all going. I'm so itchy though, my face and my beard and everything's just got all glass, and before I took my glove off and I had a splinter inside my glove, which isn't good. So we're getting close anyway. I'm going to keep going, keep insulating, and then keep tuning back in and checking in. It's quite messy. We've got to move all of this. These are all my offcuts, and these are all going in like one section of the wall over there. As you can see, I've kind of filled it in over there on the far side. So yeah, I'm just going to plough through it. I'm going to keep going, keep doing it. I've got all my sockets along the wall. I'm putting 4 sockets on the back wall and 3 sockets on the outside walls, double sockets. I woke up in beast mode! You are straight up rapping that goal for me, you know. Did you hear that? Yeah. Once this is done, Scotty G's straight up rapping the goal for me in here. What do you reckon, Scott? Do you reckon we've got it in us?
Yeah, definitely.
We could start with the bonnet or something, couldn't we?
Just do the front end.
Start with the front end or something. Yeah, we may as well start with something hard. There's no point in doing it if you can't.
Do all the weird curves on that front end.
Have you seen the price of a roll of wrap?
Yeah.
Like 600 quid or something, you know. So, check it out. I've done all the way round, all the way down here, and all the way to here with the insulation. And me and Scotty G have just been doing a bit of a clap test. It sounds pretty crazy. I'm going to show you first over here. Then I'm going to show you over here. I don't know whether you can hear that. It's crazy. I don't know whether you're going to be able to hear it on the camera, but from here, that's pretty crazy. It's fully insulated. It's really good. I'm really happy with it. I'm excited now to get all the boards on the wall. I'll show you the boards that I'm using. I know I've showed you a million times, but I'm going to show you again. Because I'm that hyped. Where is that board that I had before?
What's over here?
Oh, it's over there. It is. Okay. And basically, this space is going to be so sick. I'm using like an 18mm board. It's pretty thick and it's tongue and groove. It's a floorboard. But I think it's going to be the one for the back wall. I think the back wall is going to get the most abuse in the building. I think the back wall is going to be where the tools are on the wall. Do you know, it's funny. Now Scott's filming some of the videos for me. It's pretty sick because Scott was actually who I always went to and got my gears tuned and that, weren't you? Like I'd message him at like 10, 11 at night and I was like, can you do my gears on my bike for me? Can you do this? I mean, I think you might have been in a couple of videos, have you?
Yeah.
Over the years doing stuff on that to bikes and that. Yeah. And then, like, but I think what I'm thinking about in my head is when we've got the tool wall and we've got all the stuff and we do some custom bike builds and stuff, Scott knows what he's doing with bikes, which is sick. Because I'm pretty ghetto with bikes. Like, you'd probably never have let me shear the bearings out of the back of my bike, would you?
No.
It would have never have happened.
I was close to texting you saying what the
Yeah.
we're doing with that.
Mad, innit? So anyways, we're getting close. At the moment, we're just smashing the build out on the DIY hype because we want to get this done ASAP so that we can get a lot more content coming out of this place. It's going to be really cool. So I think I'm going to have a bit of a clear up now, move all these offcuts, and then I think we're going to start with the boarding on the walls. I was sort of going to take, if I've got enough wood for this, I was going to take a little bit on there, a little bit on there, and a little bit on there, and then maybe finish it off with some like end trims to then join the next feature cladding into. And then I've got the same section all the way on the back section. I can all go the same colour. I can have my tool chest, some other bits and pieces. Just makes me feel a bit better that I'm finishing the end. I can move all the stuff into its new permanent home, and then we've got a full garage. We can actually pull the car in. At the moment, as you can see, there's stuff absolutely everywhere. You're just not pulling a car in. So we're hoping we can get out and have a little ride today as well in this video. It's kind of looking unlikely, but what do you reckon?
Maybe,
unlikely.
Maybe not.
Unlikely.
We'll see.
So I think now what I'm going to do is clear all this stuff out, and I'll come back in a minute when we're putting the first board on. And don't stress, I know you're always going on me for not staggering me tongue and groove. I'm going to do it today. So I'm going to stagger it, cut them at random shapes and sizes. Enjoy the video. I'll see you back here in a minute. Right, so I've put my bottom row of floorboard type material on, cladding. As you can see, I've levelled it, so it's all good, it's all gravy. Now I'm going to start staggering them at random stagger spots and stuff. I'm just going to make sure they all fall in the centre of one timber. So, as an example, I'll grab a random board. Say we start with this one. I'm going to just put it on top of the other one, like this. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark it halfway across that timber there. And then I can just join another one into that one. Beautiful! Okay, so I think this is kinked a little bit. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to fix it in over here. Like this. And then I'm going to put the next one in at this end. Oh my god, it's so kinked. There we go. The DIY is on fleek. Colour ideas coming in hot. What do you reckon, Scott, lad?
Bright pink.
What?
Bright pink.
Bright pink.
You won't do it.
Drop me in it, lad. Drop me in it with a bright pink wall. I'd say we're well over halfway on the wall. We've staggered it all. It looks pretty sick. It's pretty solid, as you can hear. We've got these 4 power cables sticking out the wall, basically ready for some boxes and sockets. I've put them a little bit higher than like some sockets you'd see. Some go quite low on the walls. I'd actually prefer them a bit higher. You don't have to bend down as much. Easily accessible. The desk will probably come to about here, so at least we've got a few sockets on the desk as well for charging batteries, chargers, phones, whatever. You don't charge a charger, do you?
You do if it's a portable charger.
You do if it's a portable charger. That is so true. I never thought about that. Never actually thought about it. So we're kind of rattling it off. I'm sure you've seen on the time lapse, Scott's kind of blasting all the screws in and doing a couple of knocking, putting it in. I'm kind of cutting everything down a little bit, going back and forth. So I am a little bit nervous though, because I don't actually know whether I'm going to have enough for the end of the wall, which will be quite annoying. Originally I wanted to do all the way to here in the same material, but now I kind of feel that's not going to happen. So I'm probably just going to do up to the roof if I can. If I can't, I might have to go and try and find these same boards to finish this wall, because there's no way I'd get to like here and then use something else. So we'll see. There's still quite a lot, so we'll see how we go. We'll see how we get on. We'll carry on the time lapse. Now, it is the end of the video. I hope you've enjoyed today's DIY segment. We've smashed it today. We've insulated all the back of the building. We've cladded all the wall, staggered all the cladding. We've got the cables coming through, ready for the sockets. I didn't get this section done, but I have run out of stuff for the walls, pretty much. I'm super itchy off the insulation. I really do need a cold shower right now, because I'm pretty itchy, and there's stuff in the air in here. Even though I've worn a mask when I've been doing it, it's still sort of lingering. I think you're going to lose your mind now. We're going to drop the reveal. The desk is in place, the workbench is in, and it is looking severe. We're hyped on it, aren't we?
Yeah.
It looks proper, seriously sick. I'm so hyped. Basically, we've got over here, I kind of only just boarded high enough so I could fix this in properly tonight. This is all still loose at present, but it's crazy to think of the size of this place in comparison to what this used to take up in the last garage. This build is gonna be ridiculous. This looks so sick as well, nice and raw, different colours. I may put some sort of clear coat on this and then maybe clear coat this as well. It's so nice as well for it to sound insulated and quite sound deadened, in it.
Yeah.
Pretty sick.
It's not echoing like it did before.
Nice to see the difference now, innit, after a long day, like, of where it's at. Gets us excited for the content in the future. So as you can see, looking pretty sick. Hyped on that. So cool.
It's starting to take shape.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Even the lights bounce quite well off the desk and stuff. And I might run a little LED underneath this sort of strip that I've put up. I might run a little LED light down there and into one of the sockets. It's good. The garage build's coming on. I hope you've enjoyed today's DIY video. That is going to be the end of the build. I'm going to drag my toolbox in a minute. I'm going to fasten this down in my spare time with some tunes on. And finally, I'm going to paint the roof. I still haven't done that. I was supposed to do it. I've been so busy with other stuff, so I haven't managed to get it done. I'm really hyped at the progression today. It's going to be the end. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you go and check out OWNA Official. The link is in the description. You get a free snapback cap with every single order. So if you get them one of the new hoodies, one of the new purple national tees, which are pretty sick, make sure you add yourself a free snapback cap, and I'll see you in the next video midweek. Peace out.